Since all 17 individuals are unable to practice real estate with inactive licenses, it is important to resolve the problem quickly. The easiest solution is to have one of the associate brokers change their status from associate broker to principal broker. The 16 remaining individuals may then reactivate with the new principal broker. Even easier than that option would have been to replace Julie, the principal broker, simultaneously as she left with one of the associate brokers. In this case, none of the licenses would have been placed on inactive status. If the associate brokers are unwilling to act as a principal broker and the brokerage is unable to find another principal broker, the individuals formerly affiliated with Lakeside must affiliate with another brokerage and principal broker before continuing to practice real estate. Please note that the loss of a principal broker for any reason has the same effect as the examples we have discussed. Even if the principal broker were to die, the same process would need to occur. While the division typically works with the agents in the event of the death of the principal broker, the law and the rules are clear. All licensees must be affiliated with a principal broker at all times in order to maintain an active license. All compensation must go through the principal broker or brokerage with which the principal broker is affiliated. Change cards. The Division of Real Estate tracks the affiliation of every licensee at all times. Therefore, if a licensee wants to move from one company to another, they need to notify the division of the change. This includes moving from one branch of a brokerage to another. The division prefers all changes be made online through its website, www.realestate.utah.gov. The division must be notified of the changes before the change occurs. The division is deemed to be notified on the date the change card is received by the division. When an individual completes the licensing process, they will receive 2 hard copies of their license. One is the size of a credit card and is kept by the licensee. The other is larger and is often referred to as the wall license. It is referred to as a wall license despite the fact that there is no requirement for it to be placed on the wall. The wall license is kept by the principal broker. Therefore, when a licensee changes from one brokerage to another, they will need to physically deliver the wall license to the new broker. Brokers are required to have the licenses of all those affiliated with the brokerage on file at all times. In addition to changes in the broker affiliation, licensees are required to notify the division in the event of any of the following changes. Principal broker, principal business location, mailing address, home street address, individual name, business name. Licensees have 10 business days in which to notify the division of the changes we just introduced. Note the difference in mailing address and home street address. The division requires a home address for all licensees, but licensees may use any address for their mailing address. If a principal broker or branch broker wishes to terminate the affiliation of an associate broker or sales agent, the easiest option is to complete a change card signed by both the licensee and the broker. However, if the licensee refuses to sign the change card or is unavailable to sign a change card, the broker may still terminate the licensee. In order to terminate an unavailable licensee, the principal broker must send written notice to the division about the termination within 3 business days of the termination. The broker must also send notice of the termination to the last known address of the licensee being terminated. Why would a broker want to terminate an agent? Remember, we discussed the liability a broker incurs for all the actions of any licensee affiliated with the broker. If the broker is uncomfortable accepting the liability for a particular licensee, it is in the broker's best interest to terminate their affiliation with the licensee. Continuing education. In order to renew any type of real estate license, licensees must show that they completed 18 hours of approved continuing education within the 2-year license period. The continuing education courses must be approved by the Division of Real Estate and include 9 hours of core education. If a licensee completes a course outside the state of Utah, which was not approved by the Utah Division of Real Estate, The licensee may submit for approval of the course for credit before the licensee attempts to renew their license. The licensee must prove the course was approved by another state for continuing education credit. New agents. A new real estate agent is defined as any agent who licensed on or after July 1, 2007. In order to renew their license for the first time, new agents must complete 18 hours of CE, including a 12-hour new agent course. This course also qualifies as a core course and can be used towards fulfilling CE requirements for renewal. Licensees are able to renew electronically on the division's website. Since the division requires all continuing education CE to be electronically reported by the provider to the division, the website should have a record of all CE completed by the licensee.